We're on our way to our event. Our event. This is wild. If you're wondering what I mean by our event, Alexis Eldridge and I teamed up to host a community mixer with a live Q&A, taking our online communities offline, hence the title.
Should I press share?
Let's do it, girl. We're hoping to mingle with everyone in person and then hoping that you guys also leave with some friends. So if you have ever been lonely in the city, this is for you.
So while I'm here smiling, this is just a defense mechanism because I could not be more nervous.
Have been thinking like recently, like, do I have any fun facts like that I haven't told anybody? And I don't know because I feel like I just word vomit like everything ever. My dad was a low-key vlogger. He had one of those camcorders, so I just kind of kept making videos until I saw what stuck. I realized I really liked vlogging. I loved editing. So many people. I find that I've made a lot of friends because I do theater like in dance classes. It took me personally 3 years to start feeling like I was having a good time. And the chapters that you go through here, they do end, like the bad ones kind of seem like they can last forever, but eventually it passes into something new.
Where are we? Margaritaville.
Yeah.
We're celebrating. Oh, it's just ice. No, it's alright.
I have so many thoughts from last night. I'm still processing, so I'm not quite ready to talk about it yet. It's one thing supporting on comments, and which we love, but it's another like physically showing up and in support. The fact that, you know, the place was nearly full, it just was a great turnout and such good energy. I'm gonna keep noodling on this and make a cup of coffee. The cats are play fighting. Gordo's a bully. Anyways, let's make some coffee. I am a little bit salty this morning because Gordo decided to sleep in the living room with the other cat. Not with them, just very far apart, but in the same room. And he doesn't follow me around to the bathroom like he used to. I'm feeling like you're replacing me, Gordo. We're gonna have to work this out because I need him to be tied to my hip every waking moment I'm in this apartment. Deli's just doing her thing, but she doesn't put up with his shit either. And he's like, you can see he's taking out a lot of the play aggression on her. And I was like, did I just get a foster cat to have Gordo bully her? Like, that's not what I want for her. I watched a little bit closer and she does like start the fights too. She wants to play, so I hope that she can teach him that that's not okay. I feel way more bonded to Gordo, but we're getting there with Delilah. It's been 3 days now, not that long. Ooh. Cool. I'm gonna finish working and we're gonna get out into the city today briefly. So we'll see you then.
I'll give you one guess where I'm going and why. Did you get it right? I feel like we've seen this view many times before recently, but I'm doing yet another 9+1 race tomorrow morning on the road to qualify for the New York Marathon in 2025. After this race tomorrow morning, I'll have passed over the halfway mark on this journey. Woohoo! Pretty soon I won't have to do any more runs for a while. I think that I'm finally gonna complete the program in November or something. I'd have to check. Yeah, it's a long road, but I'm enjoying it way more than I thought. That's how it should be, right? Tomorrow's race is 4 miles, and well, I say race very loosely. I'm just in it to finish, really. I don't even turn on my Strava or Garmin or anything. It's just about the vibes and the sun and the community, and hopefully feeling a little less dead inside by the end. I'm just kidding. My mental health has actually been doing exceedingly better recently, and not just because I now have 2 fluffy balls of kitty serotonin at home 24/7. I'm just feeling really proud of myself for getting out of my comfort zone the other night at my event, among so many other things. I'm currently still processing the other night to be able to put my feelings into words on that, but we have a full catch up in the second half of this video, so make sure to stick around. Woo!
It was really nice to get out of the house, and I was watching them from the little camera I have set up. They did just fine. They haven't been hissing at all. I have like a whole, I have to update you on just everything. I feel like we've just been going, and then we need to sit down and regroup. We need to find our footing in this vlog, I feel, because so much has happened since I ended the last video. So much has happened since my event last night. I've been able to process a little bit more, but if I'm being honest, my social battery is so drained. I don't know why I always feel the need to state the time, but it's 10:30. I have my race tomorrow. I think it's at 8 a.m. I haven't even looked where it is really. I think it's Central Park. But it's only 4 miles, thank goodness, because when I did this LGBT run 2 years ago for the 9+1, it was in Central Park, and it was a really hot day. I'm hoping it's not that hot tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna kind of get through that. And then tomorrow night I'm going out for Pride. I'm so excited. My friend Skylar and possibly my friend Randall. And I'm just so relieved that, well, for one, I haven't gone out in so long. Like last night going to Margaritaville was really needed and really fun. It just felt like a weight was lifted off after everything ended in the best way possible. If I haven't been out maybe in about 6 weeks. My soul kind of needs that, and I think I was feeling a little guilty leaving Gordo here by himself. So now that his sibling situation is going well, I feel comfortable leaving them alone for longer periods. That's kind of what we have to look forward to. I was going to go to a baseball game on Sunday, but it's going to rain and it's really humid. I definitely want to vlog when we do go to a baseball game. Someone asked to vlog a Mets game. I think this was a Mets game. Know that that's coming at some point before the end of the summer. Okay, but anyways, I got a bunch of stuff from Whole Foods. Cheesy cheddar bunnies. Hello, delicious. Banana that I didn't realize was bruised for tomorrow's breakfast. And also, okay, we're doing this right now. They're called champagne mangoes, but I was raised to call them honey mangoes because they're so sweet. This one is like ripe and ready, and if I don't eat it tonight, it's gonna go bad. We're gonna do that. I got 2 new, like ripe and ready avocados. Oh no, I got smushed. A couple lemons, and then for breakfast tomorrow, okay, well for one, I got fresh squeezed orange juice, which I think I was really thirsty going to Whole Foods because I got a ton of fruit. And then I got overnight oats, which I think I'm gonna try to eat tomorrow. The overnight oat idea I got from Jen Lauren because I follow her. I was following her really closely during the half marathon. We both ran the Brooklyn half marathon. She had her pre-race meal be overnight oats, but I'm like, that's such a good idea, and it's better than like making your own plain oats, and that's no fun. So this is, one of these is gonna be breakfast. There's apples and cinnamon, and then there's cold brew coffee. Jen is running the New York Marathon this year, so if you're into that, want that, follow her on Instagram or YouTube. I haven't hydrated at all. I actually might die tomorrow. Get yourself a champagne mango. Bye. Come back. For the record, they were so cute. Gordo was sleeping here, and Deli was sleeping right below him. So they are getting along, and they stayed there the whole night. Kind of cold. I do have the AC on. I have to be out of here in 20 minutes. Ugh. Even that tiny little fly joined us for a cuddle puddle this morning. Do you see that?
To raise a little nice support. Last minute skips.
I haven't ran since the 10K. So this isn't going that great. But I saw a guy with a shirt that said Daddy's little meatball. And that made me laugh so hard.
Really great last mile. That was awesome. I've finally come back to life now. Okay, so let's just start with the run and get that out of the way. What was my stats even? I actually had way more fun than I was thinking. The vibes were really, really awesome. Nice. Okay. 42 minutes and 38 seconds. Pace is 10:40. Oh, that's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good. I hadn't ran in 2 weeks. And I did have the most fun at this race than I had at all the other ones. I'm actually realizing that I like running in Central Park because of the hills and because it goes so much faster. The Queen's 10K and then the Mindfulness 5K, it's very flat, which we love, but it's almost kind of mind-numbingly flat. In Central Park, there's so many hills, it's just kind of like focusing on that next hill and then going down the next hill. Like, I don't have time or energy to think about how much further I have to go, but it was awesome. So yay for that. Next update, let's talk about the event, because that was the first thing that happened in this video. To be honest, I'm still kind of processing. I'm still mind jumbled just from the last few days. It really feels like it went
I feel like it went well. As you saw, like, I was incredibly nervous. I think every time Alexis was vlogging while she was there, I was just like, I'm nervous in every shot. But it's true because, well, public speaking has become really terrifying for me. I think I was okay as an actor because I was literally on stage to say other words and I just had to remember them. But when it's speaking from my heart, I really struggle with, this sounds so weird, but I really struggle with putting together a coherent thought. Sometimes I just talk and I forget where I started and I forget the point I was going to make in that. So I think that's the reason I was so nervous for the thing. But once we got there, my nerves just kind of went away and I felt like I was really hosting. Like I was just walking up to tables and chatting with people and I felt like my social anxiety just left the chat. I think that's due to the people that were there creating such a warm, comfortable environment for each other and for myself. It just didn't, I feel like it took the pressure off. I mean, at the event I was like, I realized I hadn't been on a stage in 8 years. The last time I was on a stage, I kind of knew it was my last time in a show. I was like, who knows if I'll ever be on there on stage again in the spotlight. And I was, but like in a completely different context. And that was really cool. And I think that's kind of what I'm also processing is like, I wish I just had more trust in myself younger, that things just do work itself out if you give yourself a fair chance to. It was really just a pinch me moment. I would have never thought that my time in New York would have led me to something like this. And it was an amazing turnout. I really think there are only a few empty seats open. We sold out. And a few people reached out saying that they were sick and couldn't make it last minute. So it wasn't like all of a sudden people were turned off, you know, by Alexis and I. We got the cats playing behind us. Feel like I was am very inspired by the courage of the people that were there. Is at a certain point I asked the audience how many people came alone to this event, and it was nearly everybody. I will confidently say 85% of people, honestly, maybe even 90% of people showed up by themselves. And I would have never known because of the way that people were just openly sitting with each other at tables and chatting. They all seemed like they had been besties forever. Like, this is what it's about. This is what it's all about. This has been the mission of my YouTube channel since the beginning, is to like find something like this and to be able to maybe help two people connect that were meant to be friends. I don't know. That's just the beautiful part of this whole thing to me. I am so grateful. There was even someone there who got a gift for me and Gordo, which is so, so nice. By the way, Gordo and Delilah love the little mice. So thank you so, so much for them. That was so sweet of you. Truly, this event would have never happened without my managers, Morgan and Katie. They were the ones that brought it up end of last year and asked us, like, are you even interested in this? And for me personally, I was like, yeah, I'm interested. But when they brought this up, I think I was going through a tough point in my channel and I was receiving a lot of criticism that wasn't totally constructive and some online, I don't want to say like hate, but yeah, sometimes it was online hate. And I'm like, okay, now I'm going to sign on to meet people in person and give them more of a reason for them to hate me. You know what I mean? When you just feel so vulnerable and it's like, okay, now I'm going to really put myself out there. But they never pressured me at all. Nothing. I just want to be clear that my management never pressures me to do anything I don't want to do. They're just like, we think this could be really cool. We think this aligns with your mission. Let me know what you think. And then we eventually agreed to it. And they were the ones that really kept the ball rolling in the planning process and truly did all the logistics and heavy lifting. There's so much behind the scenes that they did. While we're on the topic, I feel like sometimes there's a little confusion about like what management actually is. I've mentioned this in a prior video, but I'll just bring it up again because we're on the topic. My management does not have any like control creatively over what I post. They let me do whatever I want. My channel is completely my vision, and that's kind of what I wanted to be focusing on and not so much the stuff on the back end. Therefore, they handle all of that so that I can focus on things creatively. And it's just, I feel, to me, it's been such a wonderful partnership. While like I've had quite a bit going on in this last year, I'm just one of the 30 people they're representing. Maybe we can touch on that in another video more about more of the back end of YouTube, but I just wanted to make sure I give my thanks to them for really making this event happen and for kind of nudging me to
get out of my comfort zone with this, because if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have met you guys in person and had the opportunity to feel like I grew a little bit. It was a really great lesson for me, and now I don't feel so scared to do some meetups in the future potentially, but no promises on anything soon. I'm still reeling from that. Okay, so more catch-ups. The kitties! So much has happened with them in just a few days. It was the morning of the event that I introduced them, and I'm really glad it was a lot to introduce them, because I was kind of hoping that they might be able to be together while I was gone, because I was at the event from like 7 and then went to Margaritaville after, and that was kind of a long period of time to be away, just longer than I would have liked for them to be, one of them to be in here and the other one to be out there, because I just don't know. So I was like, oh, it'd be great if I can leave them together so that way they can keep themselves entertained. And we didn't quite get to that point, as you saw. It seemed honestly like they hated each other. Gordo is just really territorial, and that makes sense. His scent is all over the place, and he's probably really protective of me. They are becoming buddies. They're always in the same room together. That's partially because Gordo wants to oversee everything that Delilah does, which is kind of cute, actually. They're starting to become a team in the litter box. I have 3 litter boxes for them. For now, we'll see. One day, maybe I'll get like one of the electronic ones. But for now, I think they have to be like at least 6 months or so to have those. So we'll be scooping poop for half a year more. No, actually maybe like 4 months more. But I'm glad I'm doing that because I can look closely at the litter box and their habits and stuff. And so Delilah, came right off the streets from under a car, as Gordo did, but he had a month more to assimilate here. And when Delilah goes poo, and when she pees, she doesn't scoop holes to poo or pee in. And so she just goes right on top. And Gordo politely goes in after her and buries her stuff. But it feels a little to me like teamwork. What are you biting on? I love it when they've never had an interest in a toy ever, and then all of a sudden they discover it, even though it's been sitting on the floor for weeks. Anyways, they're a great outlet for each other, and the best news is that Gordo stopped taking out his anger on me. And when they're done playing together and with their toys, interactive toys, they come and cuddle with me. So they still are including me in this. I was a little bit worried that Gordo might forget about me, but I feel like because we had that month together to really, really bond, he has a place in his heart for me, I hope. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping now. That was quite the yap session, but I feel like we're all on the same page now, and we can now move forward with this video.
Okay, I literally have 6 minutes before the train gets here and I have to leave. It's a little bit of a mess. I've had the cats. Okay, here. I gotta go.
Cheers! Happy Pride! We're waiting in line to see if we can get in. Let's see, cross your fingers.
We'll see.
As you can see, I'm lounged on my couch. The cats are just watching me. They're judging me. This was a fun vlog. We did a lot. We got... I was walking on my laptop and putting settings on there that I don't know how to undo. I'm feeling more and more like Dali is just... I won't be able to let her go pretty soon. She's gotten so cuddly with me. Gordo's not as cuddly as she is, and I just kind of love the balance. They both have very different personalities, and I don't think I could separate them, honestly. So I feel like this is absolutely going to be the foster fail. But we'll see. Thank you for coming along this ride. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up before you go. The engagement really helps YouTube recognize my channel and push it out to other amazing people like you. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.